Hey everyone, welcome to today's cooking video. Now today, what I'm going to be doing is cooking rice without a rice cooker and without any measuring cups. Oh, how could that be? Okay, so there is a way to cook rice in just a regular pot on the stove, okay, without using any liquid measuring cups, okay, and without a rice cooker, okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a regular pot, just like this, okay. And we're going to get some rice. I already put the rice in there. It's a medium grain Calrose rice. Okay, and I got 4 cups in here. I've already rinsed it out. Okay, now people, should you rinse it? Should you not? I went ahead and rinsed it. It doesn't really matter for me at least, but I went ahead and rinsed it. Okay, now we're going to put some water here without the use of a measuring cup, a liquid measuring cup. Now, how do you do this? Okay, for all the Filipinos out there, of course, we use our hand. Okay, so if you look at your finger, okay, so you got the little lines right underneath your knuckles here. Okay, I go by my middle finger. I would just put one finger up, but you know, kids might be watching. Okay, so we're going to put water into the pot. Okay, if we put our hand upside down, it's going to be a little hard. Okay, but we're going to measure it up to this line. I'll show you in just a bit. Okay, so let's put the water in there. So as you can see, it's right above the rice. Okay, so there is some water just above the rice line there. We'll try to even it out. And what we're going to do is get that water to where it's right at this first line of my middle finger. Okay, so we're going to need a little bit more water. And slowly but surely, we're up to that line. Okay, now just so I can get an accurate measurement, I'm just going to bring it up to the counter. Make sure your top is all leveled out and even. Now for me to be on the safe side, I'll put it just a little bit, like a hair above that line, because it's better not to have dry rice. Okay, so I just put it just a tiny bit, and this is just for me, okay, above that line, and you should be good on the water. Okay, we're going to take our rice now, put it right on the stove. Now I have it on a high heat right now, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to leave this on and bring it to a boil, okay? Now as we're doing that, we're also stirring the rice around because the rice is on a hot stove, okay? We don't want the rice sticking to the bottom, okay? So we're going to stir that occasionally until the water comes to a boil, and then we'll turn down the heat. Okay, so remember, stir occasionally. Don't just set it and forget it. This is not like a traditional rice cooker. Okay, cover on, and we'll let that come to a boil. Okay, it looks like we got it onto a boil here. We're going to stir it around a little bit more. And we're going to make sure that none of that is stuck to the bottom. Now we're going to turn this down to a medium heat. Okay, so now we're on a medium heat. We're going to let that sit there until most of that water evaporates and boils off. Okay, and then we're going to stir on occasion from here to there. And then we're going to see what happens and see how long this takes. Okay, we're about 15 minutes into when I first started putting it on the stove. Okay, let's see what this looks like okay. Usually a good indicator is if you don't smell anything that's burning. Okay, and so far, so good. Give it a little taste, something in the middle there. Yeah, I think that's good enough to turn off right now and let everything just kind of simmer for about 5 minutes. And then we'll see what it tastes like after 5 minutes. All right, we're about 20 minutes into the rice. Since I put it on, I've turned it off 5 minutes ago. Kind of fold it over a little bit. So, there it is. Give it a little taste. Yeah, some rice without a rice cooker. All it took was about 20 minutes. A little attention just to make sure that you don't overcook the rice, okay, or burn it, and that's it. Now, of course, you know, every time I cook something a little bit special here, like I can't just have rice by itself, so we're going to do this one thing here. And I had some chili. Just a regular can of chili. Yeah. It's hot, but it's good. Chili and rice. Okay, now have a great day. Hope to see you at the next cooking video.